Welcome back, baby. Hey, this is Men's Truth, and we're back, and we are better. I sound a little raspy. Y'all got to work with me. I've been dealing with this allergy cold. Hey, man, they ain't tell me Texas was the king of allergies. Yeah, I'm over here sounding like Red Fox over here. So please excuse me for my raspiness.
You big dummy.
I'm going to pull up my my 7-Eleven.
Wait a minute, that's not 7-Eleven.
Oh, it ain't.
It's Men's Truth coffee.
It's Men's Truth cup here. We have here.
I like it.
With some truth serum in there. Yeah,
Truth.
Serum
not truth, but truth. Oh, man.
Truth. Did they want your birthday?
I like it.
Hey, welcome back. We're here again. Yes. Man, we got to be back here because this week is going to be something special. We got a lot to tap into.
Yeah, we do.
I want to thank first and most, the fans who tapped in last week.
Supporters, baby.
Man, Big Chris was here.
Yeah.
Helped us out, and tapped into some deep conversation. And that conversation hit a lot of people. It hit them, fast. Some of them hit it late when they tapped in. Yeah. But we went into some conversations that people really wanted a lot of answers on, and I'm glad that we can be able to provide that from our point of view.
Yeah, and keep watching that video. Keep watching it, man. Keep watching it. Keep running these views up, man. So that way people who may need to see it that aren't looking for it, the algorithm. Yeah. That algorithm, man.
We just only trying to get better. That's all we are. Hey, y'all loving the shorts, but y'all got to love the video, for real.
Come on.
The video, for real. Y'all loving the shorts all day. We trying to make that impactful, but y'all not tapping into the real conversations in these videos because we go into depth in those conversations and those topics. So let's get it started out. We want to start out with always our wins and our blessings for the week. W's.
The W's. Yeah.
I can't even do my fingers. Look, can't put them together.
Don't do it.
They all messed up from football, man. Dang. What you saying?
Yeah. Dog, special education. So, man, let's start it.
Let's start it out. Hey, my biggest win, and I'm blessed, the highest, of most, is having my junior here. My junior's here.
Oh, CJ! Nephew in the building, too.
My junior is here. Yeah. He gets to watch Dad, in his full element of goofy and serious at the same time. Yeah. But I wanted him to see this because this is growing young man's, and he's at the place right now being in the teens that he can see not only all the things I accomplished, but what I'm trying to do to help him and other guys out there. So that's my biggest win, man.
A little bit later, you'll be able to tell him how much he means to you, too.
Man, I'm definitely always going to tell him.
Stay tuned. It's in the show. It's in the show.
Always trying to sit here and dig in the bag.
My bad.
I'm going to tell it anyway because that's my baby. That's my baby boy,
man.
And I love him dearly, and I'm glad to have him spending spring break, so – we get to tap on that too as a father. So that's going right into, other topics. We'll get there in a second, being the fatherhood. But hey, Kev, what's your biggest win?
Man, I tell you what, man, we've made some major connections.
Yes.
Just in this week alone, man. We got some stuff coming, man. I ain't gonna tell y'all.
This sprinkle. Sprinkle.
Okay.
Just a little bit because they don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, let's do it like this. We are trying to touch some key players in the communities that are great leaders, that are positive men.
Yes.
And we've had an opportunity to touch a few guys that are very, very much supporters of Men's Truth already. Mm-hmm. And they want to be a part of what we're doing. So I'm so excited about that, man. I'm so excited about getting some key people that are in key positions, to connect with us and the vision that God has given us, man.
Absolutely.
That's what I love. And I got another win. Man, we will be speaking on June 15th. Men's Truth will be on the road in my hometown.
Yes. Touching down.
So we'll be a part of a panel of other qualified men that'll be able to pour into young men and men. So it's on June 15th. It's called POUR. So I think we'll add more details as they come because we're a few months away. But if our supporters want to pull up, the fellas want to pull up, man. You know, we love to meet you. We love to shake your hand. And we will have merchandise available on the spot to purchase. We haven't even put out any release dates or anything, so ain't no telling what we're going to have.
We still playing with it, still trying to, understand that this is something that means a lot to us. So when we put this out, we're not just trying to put out anything. You see us now, I got different colors on.
Yeah.
It's just playing with it because
it's important. So he has on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I have a t-shirt.
Men's Truth t-shirt.
Yeah, you like how
this is the red and gold. I've got on the more formal, but also consistent laid back polo, along with the hat to match. We got some stuff coming, y'all.
We got some stuff
cooking.
I understand,
colors.
We put it
out. We got some colors.
We're going to put it out. We're going to put it out when it's going to be banging.
Yeah.
It definitely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Website is coming.
Website is coming.
Woohoo! We still learning how to put our other projects together.
Yes.
And they're coming soon.
Yes.
But this is a growing opportunity, more importantly than merch or anything like that. What we're doing, if you really pay attention, is building a community that is accepted as a safe space.
Yes.
Cool enough to wear, merch about it and be proud about it in the same space. And then go to other places and tap in, not just here in Texas, but everywhere we possibly can go in other states to tap in and be there on the ground. Boots on the ground, baby.
Boots on the ground, baby.
Yes.
For real. So, and that brotherhood is growing.
It's crazy. Y'all don't even know some of the somebody called me a celebrity, and I looked at them and I was like, "Who are you?" I don't even know who you are. They was like, "I know who you are."
Yeah.
I was like, "Well, football?"
Yeah.
And they said, "No." I was like,
"You was on TV."
You was on TV. I'm like, I really wasn't like that, but I don't see it like that.
Yeah.
Other people see it like that, and it's like I said, we're not trying to be stars. We're trying to be leaders.
Yeah.
And that's the greatest gift. It's like, what is your true purpose?
I love that.
The true purpose is to be a leader for these other people, And if we can be able to turn everybody around, we create more leaders. And a prime example is in this room right now. Yeah. Is leading my son. So,
I love that, brother. I love it.
That's what we're trying to do. It's fire.
It's fire, man.
Put that down in your notes. Put it down.
Put it in my notes.
Put it in your notes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's in there. It's locked in.
Locked in.
So I tell you what. Let's segue. I want to touch on this for a moment.
Yeah.
Because I think we have to. Hey, man. Y'all better put some respect on Kaylin Clark's name. We gonna talk a little bit about some sports. Y'all know I get excited.
For a minute.
What?
You was throwing that for a minute, but she the truth.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm gonna be honest. Truth. I was pulling for LSU because I wanted to see LSU against South Carolina.
Yeah.
But, man, y'all better put some respect on Kaylin Clark's name, man.
23 million viewers watching that game. Both of those games.
Bruh,
23.
She dropped 41.
That's crazy. In your face.
Can't nobody guard. Look, she was whooping the young lady so bad, man. They felt like that she got paid to play against Kaylin Clark. No, Kaylin Clark is just one of them. She's just one of them.
Oh, she's true.
She is. She's just one of them.
True.
Shout out to Angel Reese because I saw that she declared for the WNBA. Yeah. You had a great college career. Go be great at the next level. Yeah. I feel like she's a top 3 pick. Even with Kaylin Clark coming out this year, I feel like Kaylin Clark is man.
It's time that we start respecting these women.
Absolutely.
In the sport game.
Absolutely.
All the way across the board. If they put in the exact same work we put in,
they are.
Let them eat.
Let them girls eat.
Let them eat, man. It's time for them to get paid. It's time for them to get respect.
Absolutely.
They game. We always talked about the WNBA kind of being a downer, but if you ever go to those games, man, it's like a bunch of Steph Currys.
Yeah.
They got J's from anywhere.
Man, the ball handling is on point.
Ball handling is better.
If you see, I coached man for some years, man, and I even had an opportunity to coach girls before years ago. And what I noticed, man, when I was coaching those boys, man, and those guys were in high school and they like the flashy stuff and they they want to get the ball on a certain marks, but the girls man, were setting picks. They were running plays to perfection.
More competitive.
You know, I was like, man, it's like they locked in more.
Yeah.
Same age, same high school kids, and those girls locked in more, and they wanted it more.
You see it. You see it.
You know, so just seeing that now, man, and I'm not even on the coaching side. I get to be more so on the fan side. You know, coaching me still bubbles up. I know it does. Mm-hmm. You know, but I love seeing a kid. Well, I can't call her a kid because she's an adult, but a young lady like Caitlin Clark. I love seeing how, you know, she can. Everybody knows she's the best player on the floor.
Yeah.
Double team, triple team, don't matter. I'm getting the ball. I'm scoring. I'm going to make the best play. We didn't even talk about her passing ability. No. Jesus Christ. She was out there dropping dimes.
Constantly.
Unguardable, man.
Stats is through the roof.
Unguardable. You know, so the WNBA, so I'm guessing if I give y'all my prediction, the Final Four is this weekend coming up.
Tomorrow.
So tomorrow and Saturday.
Well,
right?
when
Friday
y'all tap in, you know.
So, man, y'all might be flicking back and forth.
Y'all tap in, y'all gonna be flipping back and forth.
Hey, I ain't mad. Hey, look, I have my laptop up. I'm gonna have it on my TV. I'm gonna have my phone ready. So I'm gonna be able to interact with y'all. He'll be able to interact with y'all. But man, we excited about this doggone tournament, man. You know, so I got South Carolina. I don't see anybody beating South Carolina. If anybody, it would be Caitlin Clark.
But you got the other girl.
But you can't look past. She don't scare me, bro.
She was the original Caitlin Clark.
Now Caitlin. I disagree, 100%. 100% disagree. Because
before she got hurt,
styles of play.
Before she got hurt,
the style of play is completely different. She's more of a mid-range shooter. She'll put a body on somebody and turn around, and every once in a while she'll shoot a three. Man, Caitlin Clark has the total package, man. She's a total package.
Let's see it tomorrow. We're gonna see it tomorrow when it goes down. Yeah. And hey, they're tapping in more than the boys, so I don't care what nobody says. That's where I'm watching.
I'm going to show love to the boys real quick because I'm going to show love to North Carolina State because they are the clear underdog. Coming in at the 11th seed in the Final Four, yeah.
They ain't none of my teams in there, so I'm just going to watch and see how it roll over.
So everybody's predicting UConn on the men and UConn on the women's side. Nah, bruh. I'm riding with North Carolina State. They gonna surprise some.
I gotta watch it and just see because I'm not gonna pick nobody
man.
before your bracket get messed up even further.
That's why you know. Hey, you know what? Everybody bracket was shattered.
It's gone. They just threw it out the window. But
I love sports, man. We're both sports guys. Yeah. You know, and we have to at least give y'all some of our bubbly sports, man. We love it, man.
But I think, get carried away.
Oh man. You know, sometimes we should get carried away because when the NFL season comes, just understand, just give us about 15, 20 minutes. Just 15, 20 minutes to talk about sport.
He gonna talk about the Eagles. That's all he want to talk about. And then I'm gonna say, and cut.
Hey man, that's messed up, man. I thought I taught you a lesson last time. Do I need to sing this? Do I need to give y'all the theme song again? The fight song? Do y'all want the fight song? If you want the fight song, type it in the comments. I'll give you the fight song right now.
Sensor over his face right here. And all of a sudden it's gonna be mute until the song is over, and then that's when I'm gonna type in.
All right, I ain't gonna do it. If you want to hear the fight song, go back to episode 8. If you're an Eagles fan, I did give y'all the fight song, and I put him on the challenge. He couldn't come up with the fight song, so I won that.
Next time he do it, I'm pulling out. I'm pulling out. University of Michigan, hail to the victors. That's all day. I don't need to sing nobody else fight song.
Man. Hey, speaking of real quick, one more thing, man. NFL draft is coming up as well. We're about a couple weeks away, and they are predicting Michigan's quarterback
jumping.
Man, he's jumping up the board, man. He went from probably like maybe late first rounder to middle first rounder. Now they're projecting him as a lottery pick, possibly getting picked up maybe like I think 5th or 6th round.
Yeah.
I don't feel like he's better than Penix. I feel like Penix is a better quarterback. I feel like Penix is better than May. I feel like Penix is better
Penix is good.
But
JJ is accurate.
JJ is.
He's accurate on it. So JJ, I got you if nobody else got you. I got you.
So who do you feel will have a better NFL career?
I think both of them will. Honestly, I'm not even gonna pick on that one because Penix is a learner. JJ's a learner, and they really like to study and then execute.
I hear you talking.
If you got these guys that want to go out there and offer talent, the NFL ain't about talent. The NFL is about strategy.
So let me ask you this. So they're projecting one of those guys to wear a Minnesota Vikings uniform.
Penix.
You got Justin Jefferson,
Mm-hmm.
and you got the new kid, Addison, who was a rookie last year that came and balled.
I put Penix there. That's his.
They're trying to say J.J. McCarthy. No.
JJ should go with Jim Harbaugh. Penix should go
Down at but he's going to be a backup because they still got a quarterback in San
okay.
Diego.
Let him learn a little
LA
bit.
Chargers.
Let him learn a little bit.
I think that'll be.
Let him learn a little bit.
Or he's a good fit if he goes to New England. New England needs a quarterback.
I didn't think about that one.
But man, you know that they will have all eyes on him.
Yeah.
If he goes to Minnesota, knowing you got arguably the best receiver to throw the football to, man, he can't handle that kind of pressure, man. Yeah. Penix is ready.
Hey, Big House, man, what y'all think? What y'all think about,
Come on,
about
man.
our boy JJ, man? Put in the comments where I think our boy JJ gonna go. I think he's gonna go somewhere sweet, you know what I mean?
Man.
And for Penix, I definitely think he's gonna make an impact wherever he go.
I agree.
That dude is tough.
I agree.
And he adapts really quick. So
he's a lefty.
hey, I'm just shout out to both of them for the hard work they put in.
Absolutely, man. That's tough, man.
You know, that's tough.
It's tough, man.
I've been there, man. I've been there, and the pressure on you right now. I seen Penix family doing the championship game, and just seeing them so proud of him. The cameras were following them everywhere. They were out there where we were eating at.
Wow,
and
that's fire.
Just seeing the happiness on their face that he worked that hard to give his family, you know, some pride that our son, our nephew,
man,
you know, grandson.
Can you picture how
has
his
him on the show?
father felt?
His father looked just like him.
Man,
twin.
They do
Twins.
look just alike. So, man, to have your son, all those times, all those things you poured into your son, man, and you get to see him perform and be his best on the biggest stage that's available to him at this point. And now the preparation of getting him ready for the highest level in sports.
Mm-hmm.
You talk about a proud father moment.
Proud.
Which it brings us now into what we gonna talk about. The topic. Whew,
Let's go.
We got some.
Let's
like
go.
Like my brother say, we got some juicy stuff to talk about today, and it's only right that you guys get it from two fathers. As we segue into our topic of discussion, man, we want to talk to the minds, to the hearts, and we want to talk directly to the fathers, to the men. Even if you are a baby mama and your husband, your boyfriend, your baby daddy is not watching, stop what you're doing, and I need you to send this to him.
Yep.
If your baby daddy, I'm saying it, if your baby daddy is not in those kids' life, and he ain't doing all the things that he need to do as a father, stop watching.
Yeah.
Send this to him.
Share it right this moment.
Share it.
Stop and share it right now.
Stop and share, because we want to talk to the heart of men. I want to start this off right here, right now, and we just want to dive straight into the deep end. And this first part, it's only right to talk to that absent, that deadbeat, that guy who's turned his back on his kids, never gave his wife or girlfriend or his significant other opportunity to have him present. The guy that wants to make the baby but don't want to stay to take care of the baby. This first part,
we going there, right?
We going there.
We going there. Get ready. We going right to you.
We going straight to you, big dog.
Hit you right in your chest.
And take it on the chin. Take it on the chin right now. But because coming from men, you know, we want you even you to be better. We want even you to have the right stuff inside of you to make a change, bro.
Yeah.
It's up to you though. It's up to you. Hey man, we can give you the 3 R's, man. And this is what I've understood about people, man. We can give you all of the information. We can give you everything you need to be better. We can say, hey, if you want to make $1 million, click here. If you want, we can give you as much information as we can, bro. But it's up to you. You can give a horse water, but you can't make him drink. Right now, I'm about to grab you by the neck, big dog. I'm about to force the water in your mouth. I'm about to grab you by the neck. It's that time right now. Because our kids need us.
Hey.
They need us, man. You want to sit back and be a critic on social media. You want to sit back and be a critic of everything and act like nothing else exists.
Yeah.
But you, that guy who ain't even seen his kids, he look just like you, big dog. Your daughter got beautiful eyes, man, but she gonna run up against a guy that's just like you, that's gonna turn his back. And you don't want that for her, man. So we want to talk to you, man. We want to figure out a way, man, to make things right. We want to figure out how to make things better. And I'm gonna tell you, hey, ladies, if you have kids with a guy who has been absent, who has been away, how would you feel if he came back? I want to know, how would you feel if he tried to come back and make things right? What would you do? How would you handle that? So, man, as we dive right into this, bro, baby, as we dive right into it, hey, look, what can we help these guys without jumping them, without roughing up? Because, man, it's so tough for me, man. It's so tough, man, because when I look at my kids, man, they look like me. They smile like me.
Yeah.
My son's got my charisma. The ladies like him like how the ladies used to like me. How can I not want to be in my son's life?
Yeah.
How could I not want to prepare my son to have a better opportunity in life than me? I don't want to take over this conversation because, man, I can go somewhere with it.
I'm going to give it something on another side.
Come on.
Kev is coming from a place where 2 fatherhoods. Kev is in the house with his sons.
Yeah.
I share...
And my daughter, baby girl.
Sorry. We talk about the boys. And I live the opposite. I'm outside of the house with my boys, but I'm in their lives.
Yeah.
And let's take it even a little deeper.
In different states.
In different states.
Your sons are in different states.
And it's a struggle. And we're going to talk about that. It's a struggle for me of having my junior 12 to 15 hours away every year. You don't see them, but only on certain holidays.
Yeah.
And you want to be able to touch them. And I know times is rough. Let's start in the beginning. You wasn't expecting to have a kid. I wasn't either. You're not ready for it. I wasn't either.
Facts.
You know, and it lands in your lap. You got your personal life going on, career, bills, you know, self-stressed peers, everything up against you. Yeah. And, you know, you push away from it. You push away from that kid, too. I was right there of thinking that day was my last day on this earth as I was writing a letter of goodbye at 24. The first time I faced suicidal thoughts. Because it was tough, man. It was tough for me. But I held that baby in my hand, my son, my junior, in my hand. As I'm saying, all right, this is my last goodbye. And that smell gets you. And that baby smell hits you. And it hits your soul. And you tell me, I done been through HELL before he ever came in this world. I lived a war zone growing up. Yeah. I tripped, I stumbled, got to this point. You tell me this little bit of pressure is going to get me to check out on him? He ain't even got a chance to see me yet. He don't even know nothing about me on another level.
Wow.
And I'm going to check out, I'm going to leave, or I'm going to hit the easy button and take my life. And he got to worry about all these memories now, all these talks and everything like that, the impact that hits him later on. I couldn't do that to him. I couldn't do it to him. Woo. I cried. I fought it. I bit down. I said, enough is enough. I can't give up on you. I kissed him. I said, you will never see me like this again. And boom, the next day I went back at it. I put everything on my shoulders and I fought against everything in the world I was up against. Being homeless, If y'all know what it's like being homeless, hitting rock bottom, I didn't tell nobody I was homeless. My mom and dad still don't know.
Wow.
I was the man a year ago. I was homeless the next year. I went back, got that degree. I went back and got that little simple job until I can get the regular job.
Wow.
See, what I'm saying is, don't make no freaking excuses anymore that you can't be there in this kid's life.
Yeah.
I don't care how many miles in between. I took the Greyhound for $100. You know, I walked until I can drive. I made a way to see him as much as possible. Thank God for my parents and his grandparents. We all worked together, and his mother. Let me give a shout out to his mother of taking my roles when I wasn't there. We don't get along on all stages, but his mother took the responsibility to teach him things I couldn't teach him while I wasn't there.
Wow.
You know, to be a young man when I couldn't be there, and the stories I would get of him going to school. And this is something y'all don't realize, man, when y'all leave, what these kids got to go through. Being bullied at school and say, you ain't got no daddy. He don't show up to none of your events. You ain't got no daddy. He ain't here to pick you up after school. You ain't got no daddy.
Wow.
Because I don't see him in your pictures. I had to make sure I flew over there with every little dime I had to walk up to his school so I can show these kids his daddy right here. His daddy is about that life. His daddy is accomplished things. His daddy might not be here, but his daddy right here.
That's good, man.
The pride I seen in my child's face as he's walking, holding his book bag, and he has this whole different strut. And he's smiling. He said, yep.
I told y'all.
That's my dad right there.
That's fire.
Look at the impact of when we in our kids' life, just a small bit of time, watching those kids change their whole personality. They listen better. Yeah. They have more of a structure coming from a father. I'm sorry. It just, that impact quickly changes.
Yeah.
You bring authority over the kids. I know the moms play both roles, but it's different when the dads step up.
Yes.
It's totally different.
Man, the whole structure of a child changes, man. Just when dad say something.
Man.
Hey, man, my wife used to say stuff like, look, I want you to talk to the kids about this, this, and this. Right?
I can hear her voice for some reason.
Like, yeah, for real. You know,
I can hear her voice.
Look, they did this, this, and this. So I would come, so I learned this too. I'm the hammer.
Yeah.
Like, so when I say it, it's like, boom. Mm-hmm. That's it. The nail's in the wood. Go do it. So I would say whatever it is she said to say. Yeah. And then she come right back around and pacify. And I'm like, bro, that wasn't even.
It's taken away. Come here, baby. Come here. It's okay. Daddy's. He yelled.
And I'm looking like. So it took us years, man, to really learn that language, man. To that balance. Like, okay, now let's agree. Even if we agree to disagree. Whatever you say, I got your back. Whatever I say, you got my back. You know, let's not go back behind each other to try to soothe, because kids take advantage of stuff like that.
Oh yeah, they play both sides.
Oh man, they'll play both sides in a minute.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to actually go back though. Let me curl back to a lot of what you were saying with growing up young.
Yeah.
As a father.
Young father.
And you're going through, which a lot of, I'm not making excuses for you guys that are absent fathers.
No excuses.
But I will say this to the case of an absent father. Most of the time, men that are absent have identity issues and are chasing something, or chasing a different type of lifestyle or something that they feel that they haven't achieved. Mm-hmm. So what happens is, in the case of your absence, of your presence,
there you go.
You're giving your presence to something else that you feel that you need to accomplish. Yeah. So it goes back to our last episode, when men struggle with commitment. When men struggle in relationships, this is the side of the relationship that could possibly happen when you allow a man full access without all the things that come along, the ring, the true commitment.
Yeah.
When you allow a man all the access to play that role, what happens is, if there's no commitment, then he can leave and run.
He can leave whenever he wants to. Whenever he wants to.
So you are left holding a bag.
Mom and dad.
Moms, you're left, and I'm talking to you single mothers, you're left holding something that you had no intentions of holding alone because of decisions. And man, we all make bad decisions, man. We all do. But to bring life into this world and to run from the life that looks like you, hey man, somewhere along the line, man, you have to forfeit your dreams. You have to forfeit the things that you feel that you need to do to give that kid everything that you don't have. The plan's forfeited now. Or if you can still go with the plan and be the maximum amount of father that you can be, then do it. Go for it.
Yeah.
That's the action we take. But to leave, to bust a nut, and get up, and go clean yourself off, and burn out, and leave the woman with damage control, come on, dog. And then when she call you months later, you act like you don't know what she's talking about? We got to tighten up, fellas.
Yeah.
We got to tighten up.
We got to tighten up because we leave that woman now hurt, feeling abandoned, alone, confused, and she passed that down to the child. Sometimes they pass it down to the child because it's like, hey, once you start realizing as a young toddler, daddy,
yeah.
Now she's starting to explain her hurt of where daddy is in your life.
Man.
And that explaining her hurt sometimes come off wrong.
Bro.
And that kid now starts to develop. There goes the development stage right there of all the miscues of what a father could deposit himself in that kid's life, and that kid start to go downhill. You were reading yesterday, we were going over this, of percentages of fatherless households and the effects of it. Tell me a little bit more about that.
Let's do this. This sir, check out this, fellas. This is what we do to our kids and our families. So this percentage right here, this is a little deep to me, man, and it kind of it does something to my mind and my heart, man. But so check this out. 43% of U.S. children live without their fathers. 90% of homeless and runaway children are from fatherless homes. 63% of youth suicides are from fatherless homes. Wow.
Let's stop right there. Youth suicides, man. That means a lot to me. That means a lot to me. Can I get one father out there? Can I get one father? I don't care if we don't touch none of that. Can I get one father to really look at yourself in the mirror and call BS and turn around and look at your child? Because you want him to be the percentage, another added on percentage to that youth suicide. It's real. It's so real that I got to constantly keep looking over mine to make sure he okay. Because we don't think like them. We don't understand what we doing when we leave the fatherless household. If you can change yourself today and just start today, you save your kid. You save your kid. That's why that percentage means the most to men's truth about the fatherhood, man. I don't care what else you got on your shoulders, what you dealing with. Save your kid's life.
Yeah.
Save your kid's life.
Yeah.
I read it. I'm going to tap this real quick. I listened to a story as I was driving in last night from work. And this man was reading a letter, and it kept going to stages. It went from the young kid stage, maybe around 7, 8. It's a dear dad, invitation to birthdays, and he's happy to give his dad the invitation on the first go.
Wow.
Then the next letter come out. Hey, Dad, it's my next birthday. I want you to be there. It's graduation. Hey, Tyrone, I'm sending you a letter. Hopefully you show up because you ain't answering none of my other messages. The next one, Tyrone, I'm doing better in life. I'm about to get married. Hopefully you'll be here. I do forgive you enough to invite you. Never no response. The next one, hey, you. Hey, this is my last time reaching out to you, dude. All to say is, look how you changing a kid as they progress.
The perception of a father.
All they want to do is be accepted. Yeah. Your kid want to be accepted. So I'm meaning, if you stop right here, right now, and you look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm going to go at least acknowledge that kid today. You save that kid from self-destruct. You give that kid hope. Is it really that bad for you to turn around and look at your seed and say, I accept you? If you can't do that, you trash to me. You trash to me.
Facts.
Because you're going to destroy a life on this earth that you helped create. Just because you can't say, I accept you. Your pride is that high. That is the part of us turning around and being leaders. And it starts with the small stuff, as if you a father, as a man, you want us to accept you.
Yeah.
But you can't accept the seed that is innocent, that just says, hey, dad and son, I accept you. Let's be friends from here. I don't know you, but I can get to know you.
Yeah. Man, that's pretty good, man. That's the story. I remember growing up, and my mother would never speak negative about my father to me. In spite of what everybody else said, she would never tell me her truths until I got old enough. And she would tell me that I look just like him and I act like him as I got older, as I became, a little bit more reckless as a teenager. But when I was growing up, she would never tell me bad things about him. But when I played ball, and it was times, man, where I would look in the stands and I just wanted to see my dad there. He never had an opportunity to see me play ball. And I was like, man, when I have kids or whenever I coach, I never miss a game because I know what it feel like as a kid to look up and not have your parent. I know what that feels like. So when my kids came to me about playing ball, I don't care what job I was doing. I drove trucks, man. I would pull up in my truck just to be there. Because they'll never have the opportunity to say, my dad didn't care. My dad didn't support.
Right.
So that's just something that pushed me as a father, just to be there. Man, I've been learning how to be a dad all the whole way. So when these guys that are deadbeats, when these guys that are absent in the crib, and you just saying that you don't know, hey, bro, my kids are older, and I'm still learning. Nobody gave me the playbook and said, this is what you do when they're 1. This is what you do when they're 20. This is what you do when they're starting to rebel. This is what you do when they need love. You have to learn that stuff on the fly.
Yeah.
But if you're not learning on the fly, then what are they doing? They're learning it from somewhere else. The palace or the pit, dog. The palace or the pit. Either we're preparing our kids to be in the palace or we're self-destructing our own kids to live in a pit. Man, our presence, man, means more than a present.
Yeah.
Let me say it for the folks in the back. Our presence means more than a present.
Yeah.
It ain't about the gifts that you give when you show up. It's about what you're doing when you show up. got the nerve to, when that woman finally moves on with her life and get over you, you want to come around when she moves on and find somebody that actually want to be a father figure to your kid, to your seed. And, man, you better not call him daddy. Come on, big dog. I'm talking to your heart right now. I'm talking to you. Come on, bro. Tighten up, man. 3 R's, I feel them. Rebuild yourself. Refocus.
Yeah.
And redirect. Because it's obvious you're going in a crazy direction right now.
Yeah.
And the dope thing about the 3 R's is, man, you can make that adjustment at any time in life, at any point in life. So, man, I want to make sure that we talk about even those guys that are deadbeat fathers because of financial reasons, not being able to have the financial obligations of funding or taking care of a father. Because sometimes women, you ain't care about his financial status when he had your legs open, when he had you pent up. Yeah. Remember that's what you wanted. Yeah. When you were fulfilling them sexual pleasures, you ain't care that he sold a little weed and he smelled like weed every now and then and he didn't have a job because he can blow your back out. You didn't care.
I'm working at Popeye's chicken in the back.
So, at what point do you now mold him and say, okay, I made a mistake. Now, it can't be about sex. It can't just be about us. It has to be about this baby. So he has to rebuild himself.
Yeah.
He has to refocus. He has to redirect himself to become a better man. Which, stay tuned, because Men's Truth is starting to come up with some resources to help these type of men. So we're going to talk to your soul, but we're going to figure out a way to help you too, big dog. Because we want you better. We want you back. So I just want to make sure I threw that nugget out there real quick.
Yeah. And one thing that you harped on another video of these women that partner up and have these children, it's the power of your tongue as well during that trying time that it hits reality that a kid is coming in. And, now you do have to care about the financial stability of you both. That man might be looking at a situation like, I don't have enough to support 2 people. I only had enough for me.
Yeah.
And as he's trying to find his way, please believe me, the power of the tongue of a woman is support will lift that man up to all levels that's impossible. Because if you kick him down, like, you need to go get another job. You ain't doing enough. You ain't doing this. You ain't providing enough. This baby needs this and that. If you assist him and support and you really do care about him, and y'all going to stay together, or even while you're separated, if he's trying, you don't even got to do anything else but your words, your support is all we need.
Man, sometimes child support can be the biggest joke, man, because yes, it's good for people that neglect the responsibilities of being a parent. But what about the guy who's trying to figure out how to rebuild himself and learn, and you go to jail for child support? Mm-hmm. So now when you get out of jail, you have a record, so it makes it harder for you to even get another job to take care of that baby.
Yeah.
So now all you're doing is building more and more of a debt, and it's extracting you. It's pulling you more so away from trying to be a father. Because you have to now take care of financial obligations. Mm-hmm. That's what another thing I don't quite get, I don't understand, is that part. So how do we put ourselves, first of all, it goes back to y'all gonna get mad. That's why you don't crack your legs open until you get married. Hey, fellas, that's why you don't Expose yourself to different things where you feel like you gotta get with a woman and you need to get your rocks off until you ready, man. Cause it's always a what if. Whether if you strapping up or not. Cause we ain't even talking about diseases. We just talking about bringing a baby in this world. You having sex, man, and you break the condom and the baby come in the world. I had on the condom. You had it. It's rubber. Friction. It pops. It happens. Now a baby in this world. Why not think about the baby even if the baby ain't coming into the world yet? Man, because there's a what if in every moment. How do we become better, man? If I were to ask you right now, and I know this is a broad question, at what point should a man be ready to be a father? If you were to put a mature age on it, I'm gonna do you like this. So some people may need to hear this opinion of yours. If you were to put an age on, this is when a man should be available to be a father. What would that age be?
Ooh, if I had to go back and look at myself, I would put it in the age category, and I would put it in, because men are more like, we want to get stable. So you're going through the hoops until you get to that point.
Yeah.
I say he should be able to start figuring out, life and what his true strengths and weaknesses are, and he start to find the purpose of where he's going right around, the beginning of the 30s, because the 20s, you just skipping and flipping and cartwheeling, and you kind of following. It's like you're following the crowd in like a subway. You go in the same direction for a minute until you have to step out and like, yo, I've been going down this road. I done missed my whole 20s. And then it start getting serious to you.
Wow.
And once it start getting serious, then you start realizing, hey, my strengths and weakness are here, and my maturity's here.
Yeah.
And then that way, when you start connecting with somebody, you start getting serious.
Yeah.
I know my 20s, it blew by so fast because, playing sports, I was chasing the sport life. By the time I came to reality, I'm like, everybody else seemed like they had kids and a family created, and I'm over here just skipping and living life like, what's going on? But I had to turn around and realize, like, I got a kid, and I got to get it together. And now I'm scrambling, trying to get all of it together. Yeah. So let's not get to that phase where you're scrambling, you all over the place, and you lost. Kind of start figuring it out now. And it sure enough helps when you got real good leaders, men leading it, that can help out. That you can figure that out early. I didn't have a mentor that was over me during that time. My mentor had passed away. But if you got a mentor, someone like Kev, someone like Big Gus, someone like my big brother, Rich, somebody can teach you early, you would not be, I would call it procrastinating until it gets to that point. So that way when you run into situations of having children, you know how to handle it, in the situation from there. Because right now, for example, you got younger boys that are younger adults. They're at that age where they just saying, I'm living life, I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Well, what if we can teach them the right pathway and start figuring out what's next for you?
I like that. So you feel 30s.
I feel right at 30. Right at 30, yeah.
So right at 30. So ladies, I want you guys to hear what he said. 30. So look at all of those guys along the way that are in their 20s. Big fella might not be ready. Now, of course, this is all opinionated. So me personally, I grew up a little fast. Mm-hmm. So my maturity level was maybe a little different. A lot of my friends were older and more mature. Yeah. So my oldest son came along when I was 19. So me and my wife got married at 22. I bought a house at 20. I had multiple cars by the time I was 21. So I was a little bit more prepared. But do I put that on my son? My son is now the same age I was when he was born and when I accepted the responsibility to be a husband and a father, right? So I wouldn't dare put that responsibility on him. He ain't ready.
He ain't ready, right?
And I felt myself as a father because, again, that's all I know. I didn't have a proper example. My dad has never owned a house. My dad had never, been an in-house father. And he pissed me off. I think I shared that story when he told me I'm giving him all of the things that I was dealing with. And he looked at me like, man, I can't help you. You further along than me. You my daddy. So I didn't have that father figure to pour into me, man. I didn't have it.
So do you think that made you mature early, right then and there, to get your stuff together? Because you still was going through experience with your wife.
Yeah.
And y'all was still trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
So y'all hit bumps in the roads and everything like that early.
Absolutely.
So would you say if you went back, no children,
yeah,
would you say the age 30 would be somewhere with maturity and everything put together?
Because I knew I wanted to. I wanted true companionship. As crazy as it sounds, man, I always felt like, and I even still feel it to this day, man, that I'm destined for something great. And I knew that I needed the simplicity of things like companionship, the type of woman, man, that's going to ride with me, man. I knew I always needed a rider. So with me knowing I need a rider, man, I'm a freak too. I ain't finna just be out here slanging and doing whatever I want to do with anybody, any woman. No, I need somebody right here that's going to ride with me. I'm just keeping it 100, man.
I was going to say pause because he just jumped into a whole other dimension.
I'm just keeping it 100. Hey, man, I had to leap into a whole nother place because look, if we keep it 100, man, 100. Let's keep it all the way a beam, man. I don't know no other way. I don't know no other way. Pause. Hey, man, I'm not finna be out here just. Hey, man, you supposed to say no Diddy, man. It's no Diddy.
Oh, no Diddy. All right, we're not gonna get into that.
We gotta get focused, man.
Ooh,
Lord,
we're not gonna bring that up on here. We prayed before we came on here. We're not bringing him on this show.
What just happened? The show just took a horrible turn for the worse. So let me get back focused, man. This guy here. So, I knew, man, early enough, and I had experienced enough hell, and I seen a lot of hell that my mother went through. I seen my father's struggles. So I always thought so far out of the box, man.
So you give something key. You see your mom's and dad's struggle, and it helped you prepare yourself further out. So what would you say from this point of rebuilding men? How do we set up a good structure for men to kind of, it's a broad statement. How do we set up a structure for men to kind of rebuild them and trying to figure out when's the right time to really start, settling in and being on top of these, challenges of becoming a father, having stability like we always want. But what do we do to get them straight from there? Because really we come out just winging it.
You know why rebuild is first in our 3 R's? Because the part of rebuilding is you have to completely demolish the infrastructure. You have to completely demolish all the things that you've known and you've learned up to that point.
Right.
You have to completely, boom, crash and burn, throw it away. Throw it away. So, once you rebuild, that's why you refocus. Because when you refocus, it changes. It adjusts your focus on the things that matter the most. It adjusts your focus on things that you need to keen in on. So once you rebuild, you're getting yourself back together.
Would they need to, when you do a self-evaluation and rebuild, is it more like, do they need to find a foundation with a brotherhood, finding a mentor, how would they start? If you tell them right now to start, they run and hit a wall because they wouldn't know where to go. We need to just find a mentor. Somebody can be like-minded to talk to them. Is that where you start first?
That's the part of the rebuild process.
Yeah.
That's where we come in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on.
Tune in.
Yeah. So a part of your rebuild process is you get with someone that may be stronger mentally, that may be stronger physically, that may be able to help you in your infrastructure of rebuilding. It's like when you want to rebuild, or if you want to build a house, do you call a real estate agent? Do you call the broker? Or do you call someone that's actually qualified to build a home? See, sometimes, man, we have the right people around, but we have the wrong people in spots that we need the most. You'll eventually need somebody, a broker if you want to buy your home. You'll eventually need a real estate agent if you want to market something. Yeah. But if you need to restructure, you might want to call an architect. You might want to call somebody that's in construction. That's what mentors are. When you have a mentor, they can, okay, this thing right here. So the beams on this side of your home is good, but you got some foundation issues. So if we don't reshift the foundation, no matter how much, that's good. No matter how you're built, the foundation will shift again.
Yeah.
Because your foundation was never properly set. Some people have to be completely broken down.
Broken all the way down.
Me, hey, that happened to me. Some people have to be completely broken down, and it's not that God wants to hurt or harm you. You have been built when your foundation wasn't completely set up on a firm place. The firmness of your foundation. So it's okay to be living in this glass house until a storm comes. So sometimes God wants us to be in a brick stable house, wants us to be in a brick stable home. Sometimes. So in the midst of our rebuilding process, there's no time limit on being rebuilt.
It's not.
You don't know. It's a lot of years that you became who you are.
Yeah. It's a lot of untangling.
Yeah.
A lot of untangling. This goes back to a sermon I heard the other day, and my trainer, Nick. When you're working out, that's the best way I can put a scenario. When you're working out and you're on your fourth set, and he called it failure. You be like, failure? He be like, I ain't counting, just go. So you're pushing to the max, you burnt out, got no energy left to push anymore. But he's going to stand over you and spot you. And you're going to hit that storm, boom, in your life. In a scenario, you can think about it. Hitting that storm, I can't go any further. But if you got a mentor, spotter in your life, he's going to identify your weakness. And he's going to push you to, how many reps afterwards because you think you can't go. He's going to keep pushing you because he's going to tear you down. He's going to tear all of that muscle you think you're building right at that moment during that storm all the way down, because if you look at the results afterwards, you're stronger. You can gain more muscle growth. So you use a scenario in life. You come back with a better foundation as a stronger leader, as a man. Your mental is on point. You have a better vision of where you're going to go now, what type of jobs, who to connect with. And that's what we're saying, and using that same scenario. You need a spotter in your life. You need a spotter that can help you fail.
Yeah.
Because failure is nothing but lessons.
Yeah.
So stop making excuses and burying yourself down like your failures are nothing and you can't go further. Yeah, fail again tomorrow. Fail again the next day. Fail again the next day. As long as you got that spot in your life, he's going to keep allowing you to fail until you grow.
Absolutely.
And that's your starting point. We don't know when it is, but that's your starting point right there, because you start to put now pieces around you that you need.
Yeah.
Example,
like
Kev, my spotter. But I got other pieces in my life that's been helping me through there. I have my brothers at home that's been helping me. You know, hey, you got this. We know who you are.
Yeah, that's good.
I go to different places. I meet different business people. That's my weakness, you know, in the areas that I didn't know I can excel in because I've been doing hard labor for so long. Those pieces adding in, you can be successful. That's the rebuilding form right there. Now that you got it all set, the foundation,
Yes.
the starting place, you can become great. Forget what you were yesterday, because today is the day that you're starting over, and it's going to be failures along the way there.
I love that.
But this is your starting block.
You know, one thing about failure, and I try not to even go into failure, because failure is really a mind state, man. It's only the type of things that happen when you feel you're not incapable of being a winner, being successful.
Exactly.
So I live life, and I don't like saying I took a loss. I took a lesson. Because when you take a lesson, you have more chances to circle that thing back around and be more of a winner the next go around. After you've seen the test, sometimes you see the test, you like, ooh, I didn't really prepare as much as I should have. So you learn the lesson.
But why do you think we get hung up on slipping and falling in that spot and not looking at it as a lesson? Because a lot of times we don't.
Because it hurt.
It hurt.
It hurt.
So you think we spend too much time rubbing that boo boo?
Yeah.
Instead of thinking, okay, it's a lesson.
Well, when it comes to rubbing that boo boo, some people, man, deal with pain different.
Mm-hmm.
So understanding that we all deal with pain different, man, we can never cast or project how a person should respond to pain or hurt or discomfort. We can't zoom in on the fact of that. Your pain tolerance may be different from my pain tolerance. I may be able to endure some things that you won't be able to endure. So I can't project how I would perceive or how I would feel about something in the same way that you would.
Yeah.
So knowing that going in, okay, you failed. How do we get back up and get back going? Now, after a while, we can't continue to put a Band-Aid on an open wound because we won't allow that open wound to heal. We have to sometimes allow that open wound to get some fresh air. We have to make sure it's clean. So that's a part of our rebuild, is making sure that okay, you're going to have some scars because it was once something here. So it's going to be some scabbing. It's going to be some infrastructure that's going to have to be built over some other things. That's what I love about life, man. Man, we all have scars, man. We all have things that we've been through. And we go back into even the point of this show today, man, is talking to our brothers, man, talking to our men, because that's what this is men's truth, and we want you to feel the truth. The truth will make you free. We want you to feel the truth. We want to look at you, and you may be looking at this video alone. You may be confused on what do I do next. Hey, man, one step at a time. First step is, man, I'm sorry. See, repentance,
forgive yourself,
goes so far, because saying I'm sorry or saying please forgive me with something and meaning it changes so much, man. So if you really step into real repentance and you apologize, I'm sorry for not being there. I'm sorry for being incapable of being a father. I'm sorry because I felt like I had to abandon ship because I don't know the first thing about being a dad. Hey, big dog, take those steps. But you're joining an elite group of men, me being one. I did not know how to be a father. I'm still learning how to be a dad. I thought that if you tell them what to do, that they'll just do it. End of story. I thought if you put them in a certain environment, that they'll adapt to the environment. But the reality is, when it comes to being a parent, that your kids develop your traits and they develop their mother's traits. They have so many things on both sides of the family. So they may look like you and act like they mama. Or they may look like they mother and act like you. So if you really put that in a true form as a father, you ran and abandoned your child. They may look like their mother, but they act like you. So now you put that same thing in the atmosphere in your kid. So if you have a son and he has a baby, now it's a generational issue of running out on the seed that God has gifted you to bring forth. The Bible says, be fruitful and multiply and subdue. Right? That's what it says. It don't say drop your seeds everywhere and then burn out on them. Dust yourself off, big fella. Hey, now get back up.
Get back up. Next play.
Come on, man. You can recover, whether if your kid is 1 or if your kid is 39. I would do anything to have my father hug me and say, boy, I'm proud of you. Unfortunately, my father left this earth when I was 25 years old. So God had to be my daddy. God did. That makes it for a tougher relationship, especially when you want the love and you want the validation from dad. So now I have to be that much more of love and validation for my sons and my daughter. Get back in the game, big dog. Get back in the game, man. If you got any questions and you a father and you want to reconnect and you need a middleman, call us, bro. Inbox us, bro. Come on, man. This is your time, man. We spent the hour talking just straight to you on purpose. Some kids need you, man.
Yeah.
And you need them. I need my kids, man. I need them. They give me life. Your kids will give you so much more life than you think. And this next part, man, we want to talk to the guys, man, that are there. The fathers that are trying, man.
Superheroes.
The guys that's, man, you doing your best. You like me. You like Brick. We don't know what we doing. We just learning as we go. This one about you, big dog. We here for you. This brotherhood. This iron that we sharpen iron. That man sharpen man thing that we really be on. This one for you, big dog. You been doing it. You been there. Even when you cry alone, you been there. Even when you been trying to figure it out, you been there. But don't just be there. Be impactful when you're there. Because sometimes, bro, we can be there and be just as absent as that deadbeat father. We here in the building, but we get so isolated with life. We get so locked in and secluded. Because, man, sometimes life will whoop you, man, when you're just there. Because we want what's best. We want our families to have more than we could ever have. So a lot of times we find ourselves searching and looking. And this is very emotional for me, man, because I had to take away from all the men along the road in my life. I had to take deposits. Look, I'm going to take something from you. I'm going to take something from you. I'm going to take something from you. And I think all of these things, I think this is how I'm supposed to be a dad. I think this is how I'm supposed to be a husband. And I had to even learn that I can't give all my kids the same medicine, bro. One kid, I can tell him, hey, tighten up, do this, straighten up, put your head up. But another kid responds to that same type of correction. It's going to make them feel like that they are defeated and they don't want to go on with life. So with you being there as a father, God has given us a job, man.
Yeah.
God has given us a job, man. And us men that are right there in between that 30 to about 50 age, this is our time. The next generation, this drug infested generation, that's on us, dog. That's on us. We sometimes give presents, but we lack presence. But it's okay because we finna sharpen each other.
Yeah.
It's our job to save this generation, even the ones that's fatherless, man. We gonna have to really, really put our big boy pants on and father some of our friends. Because if we keep it 100, our kids' friends have more influence on our kids than we do. So, man, it's time for us to father them now and to be a father figure for them. So they may tell our kids, oh, man, nah, man, your daddy wouldn't like you doing that. Nah, bro, don't do this. We can't do this. We got to go. Y'all finna do, oh, yeah, we got to go. It's time for us to really shake up and impact the world. We need to impact our cities. We're building a real brotherhood.
Yeah. Most def.
A part of this brotherhood, man, is most of us are fathers, man. And even those fathers out there that don't have actual biological kids, you're a stepdad. I salute you, big dog. You took on the role. You took on the role, man, of an absent guy. You took that role, man, and you took it on the chin out of the love for that woman, that you loved her seed. I honor you, man. Keep going. You got it, dog. You figured it out. Every type of man that we touched on, I wanna figure out a way, man, to where we can all come together. Because we can pull.
We should.
We can pull from each other.
It shouldn't be no fighting. It shouldn't be no battle. Why can't the stepfather and the biological father be partners in fathering the kids together? Yeah. What are you going to show the kids? You're going to show the kids, hey, it's not about a pissing match. These are two great men, and both of them can be even better by being partners in here. Yeah. There's videos out here, and somebody can pull it up. The biological father gave a gift to the stepfather for being there the days he couldn't be there.
Wow.
And showing appreciation. How many of y'all would do that? I never thought of it like that.
Man, that just touched me right here in the depths of my heart, man.
I would do that just to show appreciation because it's bigger than me. My pride can be like, man, forget that dude. He there only for this reason. No, he the one that's showing your son how to be a man every day. And you come in, you add deposits in there too. So you rather battle with him? So I show appreciation to my leaders and my family, my father, because I share a difference than you. My father was there. And my father worked hard, and we only got those big deposits when he was on his off days. We didn't see him on the working days, but when he came home, he had such an impact. For the short time that he was home, he had impact. You know, laying foundation of how to take care of your belongings, how to respect. Manners was key. Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Yes, sir. No, sir. Was key. How you carry yourself, how you dress. how you walk up to people. I watch my brother go out. He works extremely hard, overwork himself, but he's always there in the household to his girls. My twin is there. My best friend Juan and Sam, they're there. And I'm watching those people, and then I turn and I watch people as I meet, as I'm going along with my career. And there's a lot of great men out there that I just want to say, everybody I touched and I met, today is your appreciation for what you've been doing.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
And continue doing it. Like you said, the stepfathers in there. I know a lot of you guys right now going to the blended household. Man. My cousin Damon taking on a whole, what do they call it? The Brady Bunch. You got a Brady Bunch in your house.
Dope. I don't think we talk enough about that. A blended
the
family.
Blended household,
yeah, man. You took on the responsibility, man, of another man that may even still be in his kid's life, but you still took it on to be a great dad to kids that aren't yours.
Yeah, because you see these situations, and to the late Kevin Samuels used to call it out, what does this mom have to offer a man who's coming in who don't have kids, and you got a whole squad with you? But that man who takes on that believes in you and believes in your kids, he's a true superhero.
Man.
The man that also has kids that takes responsibility of his kids and take yours all together to create this Brady Bunch of a blended family, he's also the superhero.
Yeah.
That right there, those type of men right there do not get appreciation every day.
They don't, bro. They don't.
To go out here, work 12 to 17 hours, to come in dragging, to get up and do it again, and the days off, they're the biggest superhero in the house.
Yeah.
Mom, you've been there all day. So we ain't seen you all day.
Mama ain't got a choice, man.
Ain't got no choice. We seen you all day, but the superhero come in?
Yeah.
He looked like a Call of Duty action figure walking in. Just slow motion, and his deposits mean a lot. And you guys are fighting all obstacles outside to come back in the house and still have an impact like no other.
Yeah.
That's what I see. And here I am, is now outside the household. If another man comes and step in and helps with my sons, as long as he's doing the right thing and I don't have to give him one of these office linebacker tackles, I'm good with it. I'm going to partner up with them because I'm trying to show them much more than that. And that comes with only watching these leaders in my family, the people I meet, that I know how to take that and don't be selfish and take away from the kid.
Yeah, man. I like how you even highlighted the guys that showed you certain things along the way, man. I'm going to give a couple of shout-outs if you don't mind,
Go ahead.
man. I'm going to shout out my uncles, man, starting with my Uncle Clarence, man, my Uncle Lawrence, my Uncle Kenny, my Uncle Wendell, man. It was crazy as all the way. A lot of the men that were big brothers to me, to Big Gus, man, to Big Ridge, to B Pool, a lot of these guys, man, Brother Jerry, man, a lot of these men that had deposits, Big O Dog. I've given a lot of these guys shout outs often, man, but I'll continue to always give these dudes shout outs, man, because they were definitely great men along the way, man. Guys that I coached with. How could I forget some of the guys I coached with, man? Along the way, man, from Moochie to Rock to to Rick, Coach Rick. Man, it's been a lot of great men. We have connected on so many. Coach D, can't forget you, Coach D, Coach Kenny, Coach Chris, man, Big Dame.
It's gonna get longer.
I know a lot of great men. Hey, when you start thinking,
and the editor rolling.
When you really think though, man, about how many great people, man, that have been in your life along the way,
it's a lot.
You really start like, God, dog, man,
it's a lot.
All those guys that I named, and bro, I really can go. On and on and on, man. I can't forget, man, one of my best friends, Sterling, Chip, Austin, Rodney. Man, it's so many great men. So many. And I love the fact that everybody that I named is a father. Everybody that I named either coached, played at a high level, or they are very impactful as dads. And that was just off the top of my head, man, without even creating a list, because there's so many other guys.
You said one key thing that we keep speaking on this show, and it's showing as you're growing and you meet all these people, is the brotherhood. Do not lose that.
Yeah.
Do not lose the brotherhood, because it's impactful how we come together.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like the movie 300. We all together, we going to
Spartans,
kick somebody in the chest. We all ripped up. We all ripped up standing there,
For real.
But you're ripped up with knowledge and a better foundation.
Absolutely.
So as we keep growing on this show and we keep pulling in different guys, don't forget, the impactful people in your life. Pull them back in. If you haven't talked to them, grab them back in.
Man.
If you feel like
I love that you just said that,
grab
bro.
that back in.
I love the fact you just said that, man. Like you just, to the people that you have around you that you felt like was an impact.
Yeah.
Bring them back.
Bring them back in.
I'm guilty of that, man. I'm guilty
Why
of
are we guilty of that? We let it go
we just like, that was a season. Yeah, it's a time and there's a season for everything. Some people play a role in a season. But, man, sometimes when God's doing something new and great in you, he might want you to throw that thing back out to them and say, hey, look, this is where I've grown to. A lot of those men I just named saw me at a bad place, saw me at my worst.
Right.
And some of them haven't had the experience to experience what I've grown to. Mm-hmm. Some of those men haven't had that chance yet. They don't know what I'm up to, because a lot of those roles have flipped. Everybody I named were much older than me. They were guys that deposited into my life in some kind of way. Or we were joint on a mission together. So that was amazing. I didn't mean to cut you off, man, because you've been on fire today. I'm just gonna say, I don't know if y'all noticed.
Top of my dome.
My dog has been on a. Hey, man, I'm gonna give you your kudos, man.
Appreciate it,
I'm
brother.
proud of you, boy. I see you doing something over there, big fella. You're doing something special over there, boy.
Behind the scenes coaching, by Kev. But it's key, and I think it's gonna go to amazing places.
Yes.
Imagine calling that impactful person in your life, calling them and just having a conversation with them today. They're going to be like, wow, look how far you came.
Yeah.
Wow, you did that?
Yeah.
And pull them back in, and it's okay to be vulnerable and love that person that was in your life. Hey, we ain't got to be all masculine all the time. Pull your partner in. Pull your mentor in. Yeah. And we're going to create a brotherhood. Imagine we all in a room in a conference and we sharing that knowledge. When we sharing all that, that means you got business people, you got hard labor workers, you have great fathers, you have stepfathers, you have so much going on in one room that if you walk away with nothing, then you wasn't in the room there.
Man.
You wasn't in the room because there's so much.
What if the Dad P dads got a chance to be in a room full of dads that are learning, dads that are successful, dads that are white collar, dads that are blue collar?
Rebuilding.
What if
Refocus,
those guys had a chance? Tell them one more time.
Rebuilding, refocus, redirecting.
One more time,
rebuilding, refocus.
Oh, one more time.
I ain't gonna get louder because my voice is hoarse.
Hey, wait, rebuilding, refocus. All right. Calm down,
Pause.
Kid. Calm down, kid. I love it though. That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So, I love that you said that. The door goes open, and there goes the deadbeat father walking in, and everybody looking at him says, "You're welcome. You're welcome in. Sit down.
We've been waiting on you.
We've been waiting on you." Hey, we gonna get to that place. We gonna get to that place where that's my vision. That's my vision.
Hey,
we gonna get to a place where we see, and we have a conference, and you walking in and you welcome, and we gonna put that on blast because you gonna think you're not the one that's supposed to show up to this conference, and we put that conference on, and we speak the truth. and we're going to hit you right in your heart. It's okay to shed a tear. It's okay to be uplifted right there at that table. Whoever's around you going to uplift you right then and there. It ain't about, a spiritual belief. It's the truth.
Man.
What you need.
Hey, man, a dull knife can't be sharpened by a dull knife.
What's that saying in your chest?
Iron sharpens iron, man.
Iron sharpens iron.
It takes something much sharper to sharpen something that needs to be
Absolutely.
sharpened. So, man, get around somebody that can, sharpen you, that know more than you. That's how you become better, man.
Yeah.
You can't be the smartest person in the room. Because if you're the smartest person in the room, then you're in the wrong room, bro.
Absolutely.
Get in a room full of people that are more educated than you, that know more than you, that's willing to pour into you, that's willing to actually elevate you to be the best person in the room. And once you conquer that room, go to another room.
Go to another room. Open another door.
That's what this life is about, man. That's what this life is about. And I want to say, man, as we bring this thing to...
Because we coming back.
As we bring it to...
I can't even do it right now.
I know you can't. I was hoping you would, boy. You would have had a cold coughing attack in here. As we come to a close, man, if you could say something out there to fathers as a whole, what would you say to them?
Man, as a father, you got to understand the joy of raising offspring and what it brings to you. If you got to find that first. As I look at my boys and I tell my junior this, and hopefully he starts to understand as he get older, you're the reason why I'm here today. You saved my life more than you really know that day, and you continue to help me fight so that way I can be a better version for your little brother. So your little brother doesn't see daddy struggling at that point of being lost and not knowing where he is in the foundation. Now I'm setting myself up now with people around me to help my weak places to rebuild. So the men out there, find that joy in your heart for that child. Yeah. If you didn't find it before, find it now. Yeah. And start to show them that love. And if you've been battling something, it's okay. Yeah. You just need a starting point. And that starting point, 9 out of 10 times, is when you look at them. It starts there when you look at them. So if I have anything, my passion is so deep for my children. If you look at them, it would give you a place to start. You would say, I need a new foundation. I need some more people around me. I need a mentor. Man, I need brothers around me so I can show them how to be better men, and your relationship with them will grow. Don't worry about where it was before. It will grow just because you're that impactful, in their lives. So
I love it, man. I love it. And I'll close it out with this part here, man. You can, if you fail as a man, you can get back up again. If you're trying your best and you don't feel like that your best is good enough as a father, I'm here to encourage you, bro. Just keep going. It's going to get better. The resources are coming your way. If you're as a dad right now and you don't feel as if your style of parenting is connecting to your kids, don't stop being a dad. Ask other brothers around you, man. Because sometimes all it takes is another face and another voice that can relate to your child. That's all it takes, man. If you are the type of dad and everything's going well, everything's going perfect, get with some brothers that's not. You be the encouragement that another brother needs. Man, let's link arms, man. Let's get together, man. Let's make this thing right. Give a shout out to our production team, Dreamcast Productions. They do an awesome job. Definitely want to shout them out, man. Things are growing. We got some awesome stuff on the way.
Yes, yes.
Our merch, as you can see, it's been popping. It's been doing this thing. It's coming soon. And we want to continue to thank you all for the support. Before we get out of here, y'all know what I got. I got a song, and I hope this song touches your heart the way it touches mine. And the song is Marvin Sapp. He saw the best in me.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Because, man, no matter where you are, God sees the best in you. And as iron sharpeth iron, man sharpeth man, come and join the brotherhood. We thank you for tuning in to Men's Truth. God bless y'all.